Sashraktaya Bhagavatam Charyaya Jigyasaya Yatmika Yoga Nishtaya Yogeshwaro Upasanaya Chadityam Punya Shrava Kataya Punyaya Cha. Here we're learning how to become attached to Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada singles out the word Yogeshwara and gives it an interesting treatment. It can mean either Krishna, the Supreme Master of all mystic powers, or the devotees who are engaged in the highest yoga system, Bhakti Yoga. So then, taking the second meaning, Yogeshwara Upasana becomes worship of the devotee or devotional service to the devotee, especially to the spiritual master, Acharya Upasana. In the Bhagavad Gita, among the items of knowledge Krishna gives, Acharya Upasana, the service of the bona fide spiritual master. And here Prabhupada also says what that service is to hear. Not only to hear, but this is the crucial point of service. If we don't hear, we won't know anything. We won't know why to serve, how to serve, whom to serve. Service needs direction. It's not just doing whatever I feel like. That's whimsical, or that's what we do without the help of the spiritual master or before coming in touch with the bona fide spiritual master. But taking shelter of the spiritual master means to hear from him, first of all, to inquire from him sattarma prishcha, relevant inquiries, sattarma prishcha, not asking about all material subject matters, but sattarma, about our eternal engagement. The spiritual master is not meant for fixing our worldly situation or improving our worldly situation. He's meant especially for getting us out of this worldly situation and getting us resituated on the spiritual platform in the service of Krishna. So one should inquire about that, and follow in the footsteps of the great devotees, sadhu marga, anugama. This is recommended. And the whole point is to increase our attachment to Krishna and attachment to hearing about Krishna. Here, learning from the spiritual master, hearing from the spiritual master, being trained by the spiritual master, one's conviction in devotional service increases. Shraddha. Shraddha, sometimes translated faith. Here, true Prabhupada, faith and conviction. It's hard to be seriously attracted to Krishna or the holy name of Krishna if we don't have conviction about it. If it's just something we've been asked to do, but we really don't understand it, or we're doubtful about what it is, or how well it works, or what have you, then we're not going to be that attached to it. In medicine, if you're doubtful about whether it works or not, you'll take it sometimes. Maybe you'll stick with it for a week, or you'll say, I don't really need it. But if you have conviction that this medicine is going to save my life, or one time I had an infection, a very gross infection of the finger, and the doctor said, well, you're going to have to take antibiotics for that. And I said, well, I don't really like antibiotics. I stay away from that kind of thing. he said, well, you're very close to losing a finger. I said, I'll take them. So that's knowledge. It's not just an option, it's not just something interesting, but you need this. And when we're convinced, yes, I need Krishna consciousness because otherwise I'm going to be stuck in this material world. Or I need this because I want to become attached to Krishna, because Krishna is the ultimate person, the ultimate goal of life. He's the person I'm ultimately connected with. And I need to follow this process to become reconnected with Krishna. Then that conviction becomes the source of steady practice, and with concentration and with understanding also, it matures. That faithful hearing from the right person will mature in such a way that my conviction will grow. Yes, this is the process. I have to follow this process. This process works also, and this process will lead me to the right goal. Two things are there. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was discussing Rupa Goswami, two things. What is the goal of life, and what is the means to achieve it? These two items. And these two items I found are really good if you want to get down to anybody's worldview, anybody's philosophy, anybody's practice, or anyone's religion. You just have to ask two questions. What's your goal? And how do you propose to achieve it? Those two questions. What's your goal? What's your means to the goal? Usually, just what's your goal is enough to put them out of the running. Well, the goal is to be the most I can be, something fuzzy-wuzzy. But something impersonal, something void, or something, so many things. Anyway, we find out what their goal is. Just as, yes, we find out what their goal is. And then how do they propose to achieve that goal? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very clear. The goal of life is to develop love for Krishna. Prema Pumarthamana. This is the goal. That's the goal, to reach Krishna and to develop love for Krishna. First, you can say, comes in three phases. First is to reawaken our relationship with Krishna. The second is to act in that relationship. And then third is to develop love for Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says this is what there is in the Vedas, really just these three things. To reawaken our relationship, to act in that relationship, and develop love for Krishna. That's the goal. He's very clear and explicit about it, and confirms it from Vedic knowledge. Vedaistra Sarvaraham Eva Veda. All the Vedas are meant for understanding Krishna. Vasudeva Puro Veda. So many citations from Shastra that Krishna and love of Krishna are the goal of life. Then how do you propose to achieve that goal? Then he says there's a process of devotional service. It's outlined in Srimad Bhagavatam, especially the great acharyas and the great authorities like Kapil Dev, the Kumaras, so many are explaining Prabhupada Maharaj how to perform devotional service. And Sri Rupa Goswami therefore has compiled Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, how to perform it, what is devotional service and how to perform devotional service, and what do you get from devotional service. So especially in he's explained how to do this. He's divided it all up very systematically, because we understand when things are systematized. In your academic work, things are numbered off. There's 10 of these and 5 of these, and there's 4 stages and 10 directions, or whatever it is, things are made systematic, because then you can understand it in a practical way. Now in actual practice, things overlap and things move this way and that way, and it's not always something you can put everything in a little box.